In the grand theater of human emotions, empathy and sympathy often take center stage. They're the dynamic duo of our emotional repertoire, often used interchangeably in casual conversation. However, in the nuanced world of emotional intelligence, these two are as different as chalk and cheese, or for a more contemporary analogy, as different as texting and actually calling someone. Let's start with empathy. Empathy is like emotional telepathy. It's the ability to step into someone else's shoes, albeit metaphorically, because, let's face it, not everyone has great taste in footwear. It's about feeling what another person is feeling, understanding their emotions from their perspective. It's the emotional equivalent of a VR headset. You're in someone else's world, experiencing their highs and lows as if they were your own. Sympathy, on the other hand, is more like a warm, comforting blanket. It's acknowledging someone else's hardship and offering comfort and assurance. If empathy is feeling with someone, sympathy is feeling for them. It's less about sharing the emotional experience and more about being there as a supportive bystander. It's like watching a sad movie. You feel for the characters, but you're not exactly in the movie. In the realm of emotional intelligence, understanding the distinction between empathy and sympathy is crucial. Empathy allows us to build deeper, more connected relationships. It's the cornerstone of effective communication and conflict resolution. When you empathize with someone, you're essentially saying, "I get you," which, in today's world of constant misunderstandings, is like finding an oasis in a desert. Sympathy, while less immersive, is still vital. It's the foundation of compassion and altruism. It's what drives us to send, "thinking of you," cards or make a casserole for a neighbor who's going through a tough time, even if the casserole is just a store-bought one with a homemade label slapped on it. In practical terms, both empathy and sympathy have their places. Imagine a colleague is upset over a missed promotion. Empathy involves understanding their disappointment and frustration, perhaps recalling a time you felt similarly. Sympathy, meanwhile, might involve offering words of encouragement or a thoughtful gesture. However, empathy can be emotionally taxing. Constantly tuning into others' emotions can lead to what's known as empathy fatigue. Sympathy, being less immersive, is less likely to lead to such emotional burnout. Empathy and sympathy are not just emotional responses. They're skills that can be developed and refined. In a world where emotional intelligence is as essential as ever, understanding the subtleties of these emotions is not just helpful, it's imperative. After all, in the tapestry of human interaction, empathy and sympathy are the threads that add depth and color. So, next time you find yourself in a situation calling for emotional response, take a moment to decide. Do you put on your empathy VR headset, or do you reach for the sympathy blanket? Whichever you choose, remember, the goal is connection, because, at the end of the day, whether it's through empathy or sympathy, we all just want to be understood. As we draw the curtains on our enlightening exploration of empathy and sympathy, it's clear that these emotional skills are more than just feel-good jargon. They are essential tools for navigating the complex tapestry of human relationships. Understanding the difference between empathy and sympathy not only enhances our interactions but also enriches our own emotional landscapes. But why stop here? The world of emotional intelligence is vast and filled with intriguing insights and practical wisdom, much like a never-ending storybook with each page offering something new to learn about ourselves and those around us. If you found value in our discussion today and wish to continue this journey of emotional discovery, I encourage you to subscribe. By doing so, you'll not only be keeping the conversation going but also becoming part of a community dedicated to understanding and improving the way we connect with others. So, are you ready to turn the page to the next chapter of your emotional intelligence journey? Subscribe now and join a community of like-minded individuals eager to learn, grow, and navigate the emotional waters of life with grace, understanding, and a touch of humor. Let's continue to learn together, one emotion at a time. Subscribe for more content that enlightens, engages, and empowers.